episode of Scholarly Speaking Live with Dr. Stacy Lambert-Johnson, the Director of Student Success at the Academy of Scholars. I am Benny Crane Jr., the Assistant Director of Student Success. Today's topic will discuss getting your child to do household chores this summer and beyond.
Thank you for joining us for today's live session. No matter where you're joining us from, whether you're at work or at home, we pray that you're having a great AOS day and hope that you can visit us here on campus someday soon. So last time we talked about creative ways parents can make time for their children this summer. This week we're discussing simple chores your kids can do to actually help you this summer and beyond. But before we get started, Benny, where can our viewers watch today's live session once it's over?
Everything from this show ends up on our website, academyofscholars.com, including both the audio and video versions. Now, if you prefer watching us each week, you can find the video version on our Facebook page, YouTube channel, LinkedIn, and Instagram. If you're looking for something entertaining to listen to on your drive to work, you can download the audio version anywhere you download your favorite podcast. Now, shout out to all those people joining us live today. And to those of you who follow us on our social media platforms, we appreciate you joining us. Do us a favor and tell your friends we're on. All you have to do is hit that share button right there. Comment and tell us about your children and household chores. Are they good little helpers, or is it time for your children to get to work? Tell us. We want to know.
Well, Benny, I can't really recall what age it is that my children were when they started having to do chores, because of course that was so long ago, right? I have 30-something.
Okay.
But based on my interactions with my grandkids, I'm going to say that they probably had to be fairly young, like maybe 4 or 5.
Oh my God.
Now, nothing big like doing laundry, but definitely cleaning their rooms, helping to set the dinner table, and helping to put the dishes away, the groceries away, just to name a few. Well, what about your kids? How old were they when you guys gave them the responsibility of doing chores?
Well, we really never told our kids that they had quote unquote chores. We refer to them as responsibilities, what you are responsible to do. Make up your bed, clean your room daily, clean up after yourself like clearing the dinner table.
Yeah.
And I have to be honest here. To a certain degree, my daughter set the tone for when holding them accountable was appropriate. Now, when she turned 10, she all of a sudden started making up her bed and cleaning up her room on her own every day. And that put pressure on the whole house. My wife and I never said it out loud to each other, but ain't no way we can have our bedroom looking a trip and the 10-year-old was cleaning her room every day. So we never formally assigned chores to my kids, more so than we talked to them about what we expected from them as far as cleaning up after themselves, and things like making up their bed is part of that.
Yeah, I like that, responsibilities. Well, Benny, it's never really been a thought of mine as a parent, thinking about when my children should actually do chores. It was basically parental instinct. If they made a mess, they had to clean it up, starting with their rooms. Now, eventually, they had to clean their restrooms, and of course, under my supervision, because you know how kids are with the bathrooms. I was just very big on having a clean house, almost at the point of obsession. I hate to say it, but it's true.
Yeah.
And you can probably ask my children now, and they'll tell you that I would call home ahead of time to remind them that I was on my way home and I was expecting a clean house once I got there. Okay? It was kind of OCD.
My mom did the same thing. And you saying this reminds me, most kids need to be reminded and given a chance to handle their business.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get frustrated with our kids when they don't do things like clean up behind themselves, but most children need constant reminders.
Right.
So we have to remember to say, clean the table of everything when you're done. Or, hey, it's time to get ready for the day. Clean your room.
Or call them and say, hey, I'm on my way home. That house better be clean.
You're
not eating. No, not that. No, it wasn't that bad. Well, in my research on why children should be given household chores, I learned that there are several reasons why doing household chores is actually good for kids.
Yes.
Okay? First, children learn what they need to do in order to care for themselves because they learn skills that they'll need in their adult lives. Second, doing chores helps to develop their relationship skills like communicating, negotiating, cooperating, and working as a team. Now, third, contributing to their family life helps children feel competent, responsible, and productive. They also develop a sense of pride and accomplishment, once the chore is done.
Mm-hmm.
And fourth, when children do their part helping with chores, it assists with the family dynamics. Because everyone is doing their parts, the family works better as a unit. Parents have less to do, and this frees up more time for the family to spend time doing fun things together.
Yes, just like we talked about last week about creating that time. And I would advise you to check those dishes that your children wash before you put them away, because they're virtually guaranteed that there's going to be a little food left on the pots and pans after washing them by hand. So don't get mad and fuss at them for doing that. Teach them to be more conscientious by pointing out that sometimes when dishes dry, you'll see there's food still on them if you don't do a good job of washing them.
What about the dishwasher?
Well, my mama used to tell me that the dishwasher don't scrub pots and pans. So you had to use some elbow grease on that.
And my mom used to say that the children were the dishwasher. I got 7 kids. Why do I need a dishwasher? That's a direct quote. So how do you get your child involved in doing chores? First, start by identifying tasks that are age appropriate. For example, 2 or 3-year-olds can actually pick up their toys and clean their rooms.
Yeah.
Ask my grandson when he was 2 or 3. I had him doing that. They can pick up the items that shouldn't be on the floor. Because, 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, they just like to throw things down.
Yeah.
No, pick it up. It shouldn't be on the floor.
Right.
They can put their dirty clothes in a clothes basket. By 4 or 5-year-old, they can actually help to set the table for meals. Assist with making simple meals. They actually can do that, like sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
They can put away folded clothes. And they can help put away groceries. Children 6 to 11 can actually do everything previously mentioned and can feed pets. They're the ones that usually want them anyway. They can help to take out the trash. They can help with separating, washing, and even folding the laundry. They can clean their bathroom. They can assist with meal preparation under supervision. And they can vacuum or sweep the floor, just to name a few.
Right.
Now, teenagers should be able to do everything that we just mentioned without adult supervision and can even take on more difficult chores like stacking and unstacking the dishwasher and mowing the lawn.
So what is stacking and unstacking the dishwasher?
Benny, when you put the dishes in the dishwasher, and then you have to remove the stuff from the dishwasher.
Okay. In my mind, I was visualizing a young Chantel and CJ stacking the dishwasher on top of the counter or something.
No, it wasn't that bad.
All right. Now, my advice here is not to task your children with chores that you don't do or will have trouble executing yourself. For example, I don't cut my grass. I have a lawnscaper do it. I'm not about to go out and buy a lawnmower when my son turns 13 just so he can do it. Right?
And my son used to say to me, Mom, why do I have to mow the lawn? I'm like, because I need you to do it. You're going to have to learn that when you're older. And he's like, no, Mom, I'm just going to hire someone for that.
That was my...
And that's what he does now.
That's exactly what I did.
Second, once you've identified chores that are age appropriate, start by doing the chore with your child until they can do it on their own.
And this can really be a special time for you and your child as well, giving you an opportunity to have those little moments together that will create memories that will last a lifetime.
Third, and this is especially the case if you have multiple children, be clear about each person's chores for the day or week. Write them down. Have a chore chart or some type of visual posted in a common place so that everyone can see and that no one forgets to do their chore. And have a family meeting prior to assigning chores. As a matter of fact, have a family meeting as often as necessary to avoid issues like chores going undone or being done haphazardly.
Well, I'll say it again. Children need constant reminders. As frustrating as this might be, it's just the way it is. So following Stacy's advice here by creating a chore chart or having a family meeting about chores can help your children remember to get their chores done.
That's right. Now, finally, serve as a motivator and not a demotivator. Praise your child on the work that they do. Talk about why what they're doing is important to the family. Give small rewards for attitude and results. For example, if your child exhibits a positive disposition while doing their chores, reward them with simple things like allowing them to choose what's for dinner or what the family will watch on TV. Encouragement keeps children motivated and interested in helping. As far as paying for chores, that is a decision that's best made by individual families. Some families may feel that every member has a responsibility to help and don't believe in giving payment for doing chores. That's my family. Others may feel differently. There's no right or wrong answer. Just that mine is right. Just what's right for your family. I mean, you live in my house. Rent is free.
Food, clothes,
right. So that's your payment. Now you need to do your responsibility to help keep the house clean. I'm just saying. But do what's right for your family. Well, what do you think? Have you gotten your children involved in doing chores? How do you keep them motivated to do their chores? Did you learn something new from today's episode? Comment and let us know your thoughts on today's topic.
Well, Stacy's children were motivated by free rent and food.
Exactly.
Right? So if you're looking for more information to help you make a decision about your children and chores, go to our website at academyofscholars.com/scholarly speaking resources. In the meantime, we suggest you check out the book Children and Chores, The Surprising Impact of Chores on Kids' Futures by Elizabeth Crary. Have you ever asked yourself, should I involve my children in household tasks, or will making my kids do chores actually pay off? This book answers those questions as it documents how doing chores makes kids more responsible and more successful in many ways as they grow up. Children and Chores spells out what children can be expected to do at different ages, how to introduce chores, how to increase your expectations as your children mature, and what to do when children resist taking on chores. And remember, no matter where you live in the world, you can give your child access to an exceptional, Christian, affordable education with the Academy of Scholars Premier Online Learning. Not only does the Academy of Scholars give your child the opportunity to engage in school at their own pace, but we also provide a comprehensive curriculum with classes like coding and computer science that will have your child excited about school each day. The Academy of Scholars Premier Online Learning is the online school you've been looking for.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's live session. To learn more about our amazing school, the Academy of Scholars, please go to our website at academyofscholars.com. Join us next time as we continue our live discussions. Next week, we'll be talking about summer sanity strategies for parents. Until next time, I am Dr. Stacy Lambert-Johnson.
And I'm Benny Crane Jr.
Saying goodbye and be blessed.
The Academy of Scholars. Exceptional, Christian, affordable.